Hi, hello, and how are you? It's me, Jen. Welcome to White Cloud Tarot. This channel is dedicated to lighthearted guidance and spiritual development. In our readings, you're going to take what resonates and leave the rest on the table. I'm so pleased you found your way here. Welcome to picking your card. You have pile 1, which is the 5 of Wands, or pile 2, which is the Page of Cups, or pile 3, which is the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to play a 3-minute and 30-second meditation and give you time to sort of sit and ruminate on which pile is most intriguing to you. Again, pick one, pick two, or pick three of them. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever is going to resonate with you at this moment that you're choosing to watch the video. So I look forward to doing the reading, and I will see you in each reading. Okay, hi, pile number 1. We are going to pull your cards. Too many? It's too many, please. Okay, what is the weekly guidance, please, for pile number one? What is the weekly guidance for pile number one, please? Thank you. Okay, let's do the reveal here. And then we'll take a look. Okay, so your key issue to be aware of this week is going to be the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is a card of um, a little bit of struggle. Okay. You are being asked to work through your struggle. That's the way you get out of this particular issue that is going to be facing you this week. Okay. The supporting factor is going to be the World card. So it's going to be an ending for you. That's interesting. So this is either support or a complication, but the World card is talking about something coming to a conclusion, right? We are whole. You're ending something and you're ready to begin a new journey when this card shows up, right? This is the ultimate climax of the major arcana. So let's go into your past influences in regards to the struggle. There's going to show up as the Ten of Wands, and that is going to talk about just an immense amount of hard work that you need to put down, and has come to an end, right? So your saving grace here was that you got through it, right? Because this is your past influence that brought you into this struggle. The supporting factor is the Two of Pentacles, your ability to juggle. The ability to juggle your resources. This card, this person is on the shoreline. They have their pentacles, and there's a decision on whether to keep that resource with him or to put him on the ships and let them go off to start a journey, to start working for him. So this is a decision to move forward or not. Okay. The guidance that you're being given is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords shows you a person here who is chained. And the way through it is with truth, a real life look at the situation that's happening. And this person can easily stand up on this, grab one of those swords, and break himself free. So that's what you're being asked to do. Have a little bit of truth of your situation, and you should be able to get through that, which we see here clarified with the moon. The possible future for you here is recognizing these unconscious fears that you have that need to come to light, right? Because again, the journey here is down the path between the two towers. So it looks like this week showing up for you, pile one, I'm afraid to say, is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But something is coming to an end. You're ready to put down all the hard work that you've been doing. You need to make a decision on how to move forward. And you feel maybe like a little bit of stuck with it, that you're not really sure how to move forward. But there's a truth that that's appropriate for you and your situation. And once you do a little bit of work, you're honest with yourself, there is the ability to acknowledge those fears and move past them. And that's great, right? Anytime we can have conclusion to something that vexes us is growth. And that is a beautiful thing. This was such a great reading for pile number one. Let's take a look at, oh, I forgot the bottom of your deck. Ten of Swords, right? This is an ending. This is beautiful. This is a clarification of yet again an ending for you. So I hope whatever is ending for you is something that needed to. Let's take a look with the Angel Wisdom Tarot and see if we can get any further clarification. Oh, Six of Cups. So children, childhood, revisiting old dreams, old plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past, or romanticizing how things used to be. So that would make sense that if you're in a spot where you are romanticizing how things used to be, then having that reality check of those fears that you're stuffing down in is probably something that's beneficial for you this week. And you have the Page of Wands. Enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient. News of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. Finish what you start. Which to me, that's the sentence that I'm stuck on. Finish what you start. Because you have a ending, an ending, and an ending. So whatever it is that you started, it's coming to an end. Okay. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number two. Okay, let's draw your cards. Take a look at your week coming up. All right, please show me pile two's week. This upcoming week, please. Thank you. Please show me pile number two's upcoming week. Thank you very much. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so you're going to be faced with Page of Cups. Okay, and Page of Cups is a new adventure, right? It is the child representation of the court cards. So while you have mastered 1 through 10 as far as emotions go, the page is starting something that's a little bit more perfected, but we're still new at it, right? So this is going to be talking about healing, right? So with the fish in the cup, we're talking about healing, doing some deep inner work. Really, this just represents that you're moving into emotional maturity. So that is beautiful. The complication for you is showing up as the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles here shows us, these two forlorn souls that, are out in the elements, and very clearly, this whole thing here is stained glass, showing that there are resources inside this building with this stained glass, which is indicative of a church. And the circles here create this mandorla, that show you that the way out is by going in and getting help. So fives are typically a little bit of instability, but they're only instability because you have a good foundation and then something is changing. So in this instance, your emotional maturity is being challenged by something that's changing, and it's okay to reach out and ask for help. however that makes sense for you, right? To a friend, a family member, professional. But we were looking at the Queen of Wands as your past influence. And the Queen of Wands is passion, it's burning creativity. It's can talk about your libido, fire. She is here, shown as just a master, beautiful, almost very sensual. And this is somebody who pours their heart into the work that they do in this particular card's representation. She absolutely feels what she says, right? And she'll say it whether it's comfortable for others to hear it or not, because it's her truth, right? But she wears her heart on her sleeve. So that's something to consider as well. So that's interesting. So that kind of energy is what's bringing you into the Empress, right? And the Empress is here showing you um where you can draw support from. The Empress, again, it's talking about sensuality, right? It's talking about being fertile. And so that's interesting that those two cards are back to back. She represents the divine feminine, typically motherhood, pregnancy. Here you are a powerhouse. You're the power of the earth, right? That's, if your fertility isn't in the traditional sense that we're accustomed to thinking of it, she is able to grow anything from the earth. This is a powerhouse card of ultimate power and growth. That's where you're going to get your support, which is interesting that you're going to have that show up when you're growing emotionally here as your key issue this week. Now, the moon card is showing up as possible guidance, right? And the moon card is about addressing unfounded fears, right? Or I say unfounded. I didn't mean to say unfounded. What I meant to say was, you're addressing subconscious fears, right? Because the water represents the conscious, the crustacean is below it, and is needing to come out and go through the path. That's how you get through the moon card in this particular instance. So addressing those unconscious fears that you have is the advice that you're being given to be able to continue your emotional growth, and to know that you have the power and the support to do that. Okay, the end result here is more than likely gonna be something that is showing up as strategy, maybe, right? The Seven of Swords. So the possible outcome here is super interesting and really specific, because this particular card shows the way out here to encompass the feet of the individual as well as the box. So this means that healing and self-preservation can often be inseparable. So if you are needing to seek solace during your emotional growth, after learning how to speak what's on your mind and honor your true emotions, you're being guided to step into the power of the Empress. Excuse me. You're being guided to step into the power of the Empress, to recognize those fears that you stuffed way down deep, because you absolutely, in order to heal, need to do that. But you need to be careful. That's so interesting. And on the bottom of your deck, what's the third card? So the bottom of your deck is the Seven of Wands. So that is having to defend yourself on high ground. And the Five of Cups, so being a bit forlorn over your spilled cups, but you have an out here. You just have to take your 2 cups, follow the lit 2 cups to your tower, and that's where you need to go. And the Magician, and I don't read in the reverse, guys. So, and the Magician, so something brand new is here for you that you have to defend, but you're having some difficulty. Again, with the 5, you're having some difficulty seeing it. Okay, so what I see, what the cards are telling me, and again, tarot is lighthearted advice at best, right? Everybody's situation is different at different points in their lives. Okay, so I can only read the cards themselves. And the cards are telling me that there is something that has been started where you need to defend yourself, or you need to feel like you have to defend yourself. But you're having trouble getting through it. But you are on the path of emotional maturity that has come from learning how to honor yourself, learning how to speak your truth, and learning how to feel passionate and comfortable in your own body, right? Queen of Wands into the Empress. And the Empress is a powerhouse card, the divine feminine. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, the divine feminine power is about being fertile and creating, with Mother Earth. And your guidance comes from just looking at those fears that you have. See the unseen, walk the path, take the journey. While you do it, make sure you are aware of your situation and who's around you. That's it. I'm going to clarify that 7 of Swords. And I'm going to clarify the moon. Can you please clarify the moon? 8 of Cups. Walking away. You have something here, but you're being asked to walk the path to go high up on the mountaintop because there's something better for you here. You know it. What's the 7? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Painful ending. Chariot. Okay. So the 7 of Swords is talking about you healing, being aware of self-preservation while you do it, because this is a painful thing for you to end, but you're on your way and it's happening fast. Oh, guys, God, I'm so sorry. So this ending is happening fast. Be alert, be aware. That's what this is talking about. Whew. I feel like I have to talk really fast in this reading. So, yeah, maybe do some deep breathing, some meditation, center yourself. Okay. Thank you so much, Pile 2. I hope whatever it is that you're working through, it goes well and that it resonates with you. Oh, Pile 2, I almost forgot. We're going to clarify, validate, add, whatever we're going to do here. Show me the week ahead, please, for Pile 2. Ah, sorry. When this sort of thing happens, I get a little about it. Okay, so you're being given the 7 of Wind. That is the 7 of Swords. In this deck, it's the 7 of Swords. Oh, dear camera. Thank you. Okay. A loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. A material loss. Make sure you're being honest with yourself. Embracing secrets. That's the sentence that sticks out, right? Embracing those secrets. Moon card. 7 of Swords, Moon card. Will you show us another one, please? Show us another validation or guidance, please. Yeah, here you are. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. This is speaking your truth. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out, communicate clearly and concisely, remain objective. So this is the Ace of Swords in a traditional deck. This is the one of wind here. Okay, so you're going to overcome your obstacles. You have to have faith. Continue to do so because you have men. All right. Communicate clearly, be concise, remain objective. Right. That's a little bit about emotional growth, is being able to honor those emotions without externalizing them. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for showing up for the reading, and we'll see you next time. Hello, pile 3. Let's go ahead and draw your cards. Please show me the week ahead for pile 3. Please show me the week ahead for pile 3. And show me that outcome, please. Right there. There you are. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's flip them over and take a look. So the key issue here is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is you on the shoreline with your resources, looking at the ships, knowing that you need to have your resources on the ships in order to go forward. Or you have to make a decision to hold on to them, right? You had an idea, it actualized in the 2, and now you have to decide to go to the 3 or not. So this is a moment where you need to make a decision to do that. But let's take a look at what the rest of your spread is telling us here. Okay, so your obstacle here is the 7 of Pentacles. The card here, excuse me, the card here is showing a laborer who has his pentacles, and some of them are broken, and it's going to be a lot of work to decide what to salvage and what not. Okay. But the way through this is just over the mountain, right? You have this beautiful light shining here. This is what you're being asked to look into. You absolutely can either leave everything in the dust, or you can salvage what's good, which is going to be work, but you can salvage it and continue to move forward. Okay. The past energy that brings you into your goal here, your future, your potential future, is the Page of Pentacles. So the page here is showing you that you were doing something new. You could be doing something that would be considered being a messenger, bearing gifts. You're someone who conveys physical communication, like a letter or a parcel. This is the start of something. And you were looking to friends, maybe acquaintances, specifically to the gifts that they bear, right? Because it may be important, or it may have been important, I should say. Okay, so you started as the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is starting something new. In this particular card, the figure here is bearing a gift, right? You're bearing whatever resources, message, whatever gift it is that you're giving. You're starting something, and it's new, and that moves into the Knight of Pentacles. So the area of support here is going to be, again, continue to give that gift. But in this instance, the Knight of Pentacles is much more mature than the Page of Pentacles. So you're on your way, you're fast tracking, you're going up, you're doing great. The 6 of Cups shows up as your guidance. It shows up as a bit of nostalgia. It shows up as a fond moment. in your childhood, or I shouldn't say most likely it's childhood, but it can be in your past. So remember where you came from, right? And your possible future outcome is the Three of Wands. And this shows a figure standing on the shoreline, looking at the ships, again, having to make the decision to go forward, which is just super interesting. Oh, I see. Okay. So here in the Two of Pentacles, which is the key issue this week, you have your resources, but you see how the water is turbulent? The way to get on with this is to ride out the turbulence. Something happens. Ride it out. Okay? You're new. It's okay, because you're not going to be new for long. You're going to learn from this, and you're going to remember to be kind to yourself. You're going to have a fond memory that reminds you of why you're doing what you're doing. And in the end, you're into calmer waters. You've sent out everything. You're into calmer waters. You literally are just waiting to take the next step. So this is great, actually. This is really, really good. Oh, and the bottom of your deck shows up as Hangman. Okay? Don't persecute yourself. You just need to look at things from a different direction, because you're capable of manifesting whatever it is that you're doing, right? This is great. Stand your ground. Wonderful, wonderful energy. Okay, show me, please, a little bit clarification or validation for pile three's weekly reading. Thank you. You stuck out. Please show me validation. Oh, this one. Thank you. Or clarification. What do we got here? The Sun. A time of great joy and success. Brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities. Plans that work out perfectly. Gratitude to the divine. Okay. Write it out. You're going to get there. Beautiful. This validates that. And the High Priestess. Meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true journey. This is not a time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts. Trust the wisdom that you receive. So both of these cards here are asking you to trust in the divine. You're being guided. You are being guided. So whatever it is that's messing you up, be patient. Write it out. Take your lessons. Be kind to yourself. And you're going to get there, I promise. That's what the cards say. Thank you so much for showing up for the reading. I hope that this resonated with you. And yeah, we'll see you next time.